Okay, we got this thing. We got Unsustainable. Netflix raises prices yet again from Legendary Badass. Okay, what is going on?
Guys, I've got some awesome news for you in the streaming world. Netflix is raising its rates.
How is that exciting, bro? That is not exciting. That's the opposite. That's chilling. That, no.
Oh, brother, this guy stinks!
Oh, don't worry, it's so they can continue to give you amazing content. Their cheapest
What do you mean continue to give me amazing content? They already have my money at what, like 15, 16 bucks a month? You're telling me you can't give me amazing content on 15, 16 bucks a month? Like, what are the current tiers in Netflix? And Netflix accounts. Okay, standard with ads is $8. Okay, blah, 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 blah. Standard, which is like the normal. Oh, it already changed. So it was 18. It includes, okay, no one cares. Allows you to watch on 2 devices simultaneously. Oh my god. Allows you to add one extra member outside of your household. Bro, this is the same thing as like modern day video games. They take away features that you used to have in the past only to give them back to you at an increased price, calling them a new feature. This is not a value proposition. It is not. What is this? The actual thing? Ads. Okay, and this is like the official Netflix standard with ads. There is no fucking price. There is, again, oh wait, here we go. Pricing. $8, $18, and $25. Add up to 2 extra members for each $7 each month with ads, or $8 or $9 a month each without ads. Okay, so it's like what? So it's 18. So let's say I want 18 plus 2 extra people plus 9 equals 36. So 3 people is 36 bucks. So that's 12 bucks a person without ads. Okay, now that we got that,
tier ad supported goes from $6.99 to $7.99 a month. Mind you, $7.99 is where this all started, when there
yeah,
was no ads and you actually were receiving DVDs in the mail. Actually,
yeah. Remember, guys, when Netflix was not a streaming service and it was just DVDs? That's actually crazy. When DVD players existed, when Blu-ray players existed, everyone was buying up consoles left and right, not only because they could play games, but you could also watch movies on them. So it literally put DVD like players out of business. You didn't have to buy a DVD player when you could just put the DVD in your little console. That was awesome.
Netflix had free streaming if you had a DVD plan. Oh, but it gets better. The standard tier, which you're borrowing from your parents, goes
Yeah.
from $15.49 a month to $17.99, giving you 1080p, which would be impressive if this was 2010.
Oh yeah. We just saw that. Like they're like touting 1080p. No, like the standard for movies should be 4K. It's understandable for games to be like 1080 and, kind of 2K, which is essentially like 1440p. But everyone just says 2K because it's easier. Like, I would say like less people play on 4K. Some people play on 2K, and then most people probably play on 1080 in terms of video games. But when it comes to movies, I think it should be the opposite. If you're watching a movie, you should probably watch that shit in 4K at least. If you want, you could watch it in 2K, and you probably shouldn't be watching it in 1080.
But for the real schmucks like myself, it is $24.99 to enjoy 4K with high dynamic range and Dolby Atmos or whichever,
Yeah.
which might not sound that bad if the
But and also understandably, to even notice 4K, you need a big enough TV. If you're ordering 4K and you have a tiny little TV, or you're only watching it on like your computer or your phone, you're not really seeing the 4K, because everything 1080 and 4K would look about the same on like a little tiny screen.
content was actually there. Oh, but Vaughn, Netflix's original garbage is all presented in 4K with high dynamic range and all the special surround. You can't really be complaining. Come on, you get to watch The Night Agent. Or you can watch Stranger Things again, waiting for another season. Now, at the beginning of the month, Netflix did surprise me by dropping some recent Hollywood films, but limiting them to 1080p when I'm paying a whole lot for the 4K.
Yeah, that's stupid.
And I think
Leave it to big corporations to literally figure out how to create a problem and also sell you the solution to the problem.
our boy Donald Trump needs to intervene. How about an executive order preventing
Yeah.
the paywalling of picture quality?
Yeah.
Paramount Plus, way the hell cheaper, has no problem giving me 4K with high dynamic range. Hell, Amazon Prime will even give you HDR10 Plus. Even though they started adding advertisements, they still say,
Oh, boy.
okay, by and large, you can still watch this in good quality. But not Netflix. They cut some kind of licensing deal that says, well, okay, fine, we'll give you Dune 2, but only if it was a Blu-ray. But Vaughn, you know better than that. If you want to watch a Dune 2 in 4K, you should have got HBO Max. Maybe
What, Doom? Oh, Dune. I thought he said Doom. Like Doom Eternal, Doom 2016, the game, not Dune.
I'm the bad guy for feeling like Netflix is lying to us. And where
They are.
exactly is the money going for all this amazing content that we have to pay for that we're probably not even watching?
Most likely, at the end of the year, it's probably going to go in the pockets of like the tippy top people as a singular bonus. Most likely.
Did you enjoy that farce of a boxing match?
No, because I didn't even watch it. I just watched like the highlights on YouTube because somebody made like some random YouTube videos and everybody said it was a fucking I knew it was going to be fake. And from what I heard, the people that were trying to watch it like the night of, like moment to moment, said it was like absolutely horrible. There's tons of like YouTube videos breaking this shit down, like Mike Tyson pulling punches. This, I forgot, what is it? Is this Logan Paul or Jake Paul? I think this is Jake Paul. Like he's like he couldn't take a punch. He's like this little tongue thing is like that little. It looks like a taunt, but what it actually means is like, hey, slow down, Mike. You're going too hard. It's like this is what you get when you jump into a ring with an actual fighter. Like if this was a real fight, like Jake would have been just like out in the first or second round. Like 100%. Honestly, you probably would have been out in the first round. Fuck it. You only need to be enough of a fighter to go against like someone like Mike Tyson, just enough. But I mean, whatever. I already knew going into this, I am never going to pay any amount of money to watch this little stupid exhibition fight ever when it comes to like YouTube people. And you guys should too. Like honestly, like it is not worth it and it never will be worth it.
Well, most people didn't. And though you think you want...
Yeah, well, most people didn't, but they paid for it anyway. Well, they didn't pay for it. It's just, it was there if you had a Netflix account, but Netflix wasn't prepared for the massive amount of people that wanted to watch it. And so it was just like so many parts of the matches where it was just like buffering. And I was like, serves you right. Stupid.
watched it for free, you're paying for it now. I mean, this is very similar to when Xbox acquired Activision and then started charging all the Game Pass players for Call of Duty, whether you play it or not. Because now
Oh yeah.
I'm being charged for WWE Monday Night Raw, and I don't watch it. Why do I not watch it? It's not because I don't like modern wrestling.
It's because you don't like modern wrestling. It's okay to just say it. It's okay, man. When I was a kid, I loved wrestling. That was modern for me at the time. Now that I have grown up, now that I know it's even more fake, everything about it's fake, everybody's on steroids, everybody's doing this, that, it's not even entertaining. There's nothing on the line. Yes, the health risks are real and the injuries are real, so on and so forth, but like, who gives a shit? Everybody's getting their bag at the end of the day. I don't really care about it anymore like I used to, and it's just boring.
It's because the stars come out there, do a soliloquy, and then talk about challenging someone at WrestleMania, which is a premium live event and not on the thing I'm actually paying for. Meanwhile, a bunch of jobbers get out there, do some flips, whatever. And Netflix full stop cannot make a good original film. We got people complaining about this Emilia Perez
What's
because
this?
it's getting Oscar nominations.
Is that like a movie?
This is the point in which you want to complain about Oscar nominations?
Bro, number one, aren't all the award shows like stupid? Number two, aren't they like rigged? Like, who is watching the Oscars? I think the actual, like, people watching the Oscars is going down more and more. Like, and I can tell you how, because of the last election. The more celebrities come out and make their own YouTube channels and make themselves more publicly known, the less likable they are. They just are. Maybe there's like one or two outliers, but for the most part, nobody really likes actors. They just don't.
And as for the Netflix original shows, the quality varies, but at the very least, most of them look pretty darn expensive, at least more expensive than a traditional television show. And if you want to keep that show alive, you have to binge watch it as soon as it drops, or Netflix will cancel it before you get a chance. And I'm not saying they're going to pull it from the system, but you can't space this stuff out. Now, you have to watch all 10 episodes immediately, or the algorithm says, hey, we pulled some metrics here, and people didn't watch this yet. It's been out for a whole weekend, guys. I guess you got to go ahead and cancel it. Yeah, screw giving this show any time to build a viewership. I mean, no, it can't be very many shows that took a little bit of time to really get the ball rolling.
Like what?
Despite Netflix being the home of Seinfeld,
Like, where was he going with that? Like, was he talking about the Amelia Perez? Is this a movie or a show? Let me see this. Amelia Perez movie? What is this? Amelia Perez is as bad as audience say, and its nominations raise question. Oh, so it's a movie. Wait, is this a movie? Oh, it's a musical thriller, 2 hours and 10 minutes. So I'm assuming it's a movie. It came out, and immediately, if I see stuff like this, the critics rating is probably mid at best, but the audience rating is like 1. And I have no knowledge of this. I'm just like, if I click on this, let me see, open a new tab. Isn't even gonna load. Jesus, Rotten Tomatoes is so bad. Like back in the day when Rotten Tomatoes was just good and there wasn't as much money in it, it's like people just get, Jesus, Rotten Tomatoes is so bad. Their website doesn't even work, bro. On the maybe it's because it's like, oh, we're stopping all the traffic. We're getting too much traffic on this one movie. We gotta cancel it. Oh God, let me see. Does IMDb work? Oh, IMDb works, but okay, what is this? There's no rating. Oh, 6 out of 10. Ooh. Popularity 5. I don't know what any of this means, to be honest. Like, oh, Metascore. Oh, what's the Metascore? Who gives a shit about any of these sites anyway? Okay. Oh, 70. It's in the green. Wow. A 70? Bro, since when are movie fucking ratings like related to like your grades in school? Like 70 is a pass and it's green. And it's like, oh, as long as it's not red. Like, a 67 is still in the green? What is this? This is the most cope shit I've ever seen. Oh my God. Thank God I'm like not really attracted to movies anymore. It's just like everybody is so bad, dude.
Seinfeld would never have gotten as far as it did if it were on Netflix originally.
Yeah.
They would have pulled that shit so fast. Or even Star Trek The Next Generation. Remember season 1? How rocky is that? You think Netflix would...
Well, honestly, like, understandably, both of those shows were products of their time. You know, the cancel culture wasn't a thing. All this, like, misogynistic bullshit wasn't a thing. There were, like, guy jokes. There were woman jokes, so on and so forth. Jokes made in those old things would have been, like, cancelable by today's standards, so...
really invest in a season 2? So the value of these streaming services got you to cut cable, and now you're paying more than you did for cable for less. Now, I actually liked what AMC was doing with The Walking Dead, splitting the season, so you were never too far away from more The Walking Dead. You'd have a mid-season finale, and something big might actually happen. Maybe somebody with a name would actually die. But on Netflix, we are splitting the final season of Cobra Kai like it were a pizza. Frankly, I don't know how much Cobra Kai's left or when it even drops. But they're showing us a movie's coming.
So one reason I really do not like the mid-season finale thing is because it contrives the whole storytelling process. And instead of like a story just, you know, being itself, it's like a story just goes on and on. Now, when you force a mid-season finale, it contrives it even more. And it's like, oh, like if here's the start of a season and here's like the end of a season, it's like, okay, we need climaxes in here. And then it goes back down. And then, oh, the climax again. And then it goes back down only to reach a climax again. And it goes back down. Now, like having like climaxes isn't bad, but it's like they're what was forced between like the beginning of a season and the end of a season is now like becomes formulaic even more so. It's like you need to have a climax here. You need to have a climax here. And it's like, oh, okay. It's like it goes against what I think is like, you know, just good storytelling.
And the lockdown just exasperated all issues with Netflix's production. Oh, people are going to be totally comfortable from here on out waiting 2 years for a new season.
No.
Because they did it before. I guess that's just the new normal now. Guys, when...
Whatever happened to like... Well, I don't know. Maybe I got spoiled from Lord of the Rings. Like, whenever they made Lord of the Rings, they just made that shit like in one shot. It's like, okay, guys. Or like, you know, maybe they did like a big chunk of like the first movie and a little bit of the second movie, and then they can't... I forgot, to be honest, how like the shooting went. But it's like you get everybody together and then you just like dip out. And then like the next year, okay, guys, from this month to this month, we're going to be shooting. And then we're going to take this month off. And then the next chunk of months, we're going to be shooting. And then you're going to have a little bit of time off. And then, you know, it's like, what is this 2 years bullshit for a season? Like, holy crap, man.
When are we going to start speaking with our wallets? Just a few people cutting Netflix until the new Stranger Things that they were actually going to watch would say a lot, wouldn't it? It would say, we don't really like paying for WWE. or fixed boxing matches.
Yeah.
In the 2 football games you just got.
Yeah, they need to implement more football because this is about the only thing. Football has every like streaming service. Like, I don't know. Football has everybody by the balls. If you want to be able to watch the NFL, NBA, MLB, PGA, or that other one. What's the other one? Was it like Limit Golfing or whatever that one is? Like the Dubai owned one. That one. All of these like orgs have every like stream service like by the balls by not allowing anybody to watch their stuff unless they sign like a huge massive like licensing deal. It's like, okay, you can like stream the games. Like all these big head sports leagues are absolutely killing it.
Hey, it's Vaughn's mom again, so I just wanted to remind you that instead of buying Vaughn's weird pictures online in various states of undress, you can just bookmark his Amazon affiliate link, and then when you shop Throw It on Amazon, he gets a few pennies here and there.
Oh, man. All right. I'm in. Yeah. Like, Netflix raising its prices is just like absolutely hilarious. I mean, because what's going to happen in the next year or two? Like, what has been the pattern so far that Netflix has been increasing its prices? Is it like every 2 or 3 years Netflix prices just go up and up and up? Has that been the trend? Like, that's horrible. I mean, it would be understandable if like the shows were like getting better? Question mark? But like, are the shows really better? Are they that much better? I mean, I understand inflation's a thing, but like, I mean, whatever. I mean, people are gonna vote with their wallet. If you're not watching Netflix, you should probably just cancel it until they come out with some more shows. You know, watch some people's reviews or whatever. I'm sure there's like a Netflix site somewhere that's like, oh, this is coming out or this is leaving. And yeah, just boot it up when you want to watch some stuff. But like keeping it on at all times for the rest of your life, no, that is a big no-no. Do not do that. That is a bonehead maneuver. But I mean, it is what it is, man. Overall, cool. Did not know that they're raising the prices yet again. So it's a total of $18 now for a single person, couple devices, or maybe it was like up to 2 people, couple devices, and that's it per month. I mean, whatever. Okay, good video. I'll catch you guys in the next one. All right, later.